Over the last few months, father and son metalwork artists, the Thrussells, have been busy creating the Heart of Kerdroya, a sculpture that will lie at the centre of the Cornish landscape labyrinth. Now, the artwork is being assembled, ready for installation.
So once it was cleaned up from the galvanising, we then brought it onto the bench, and we've brought the copper on and lined it up, make sure it's all looking right, bring on the stainless labyrinth topping, and then it's bolted down to create a sandwich. And then the galvanised structure underneath is completely hidden, but it's all there to support and to bolt everything together and make it nice and strong.
The bolts start off as socket head Allen screws. We just machine the hexagon part off to create little cap heads, so that when we use them on this, they're nice flush, plain heads with no means of taking them out.
We then drop in the bolts, and each bolt needs to be centralised so it looks nice and neat. And if the bolt wasn't going in nice and smoothly, then we have to use the drill to drill out the holes, take any what we call burrs off the metal in between, and then we put the nut on the back and bring it all together. And then once it's all clamped down and tight, from the top, there's no way you can undo it or take it apart.
We got a high quality bronze boat fitting, which was slightly the wrong shape on top, so we machined it flat so it formed a better drain for what we were using it for. We're really pleased with what we've got done this week.
Today we've obviously delivered the artwork, and these guys are going to be lifting it into place for us. Benny team use their digger to lift it off of the trailer and drive it to the centre for its final resting place.
And then from then, dropping it in, we had lots of cooperation from Levenny's crew, but really everybody mucked in and real teamwork. We had a few trial fits, and then we had to make sure our labyrinth lined up with the main labyrinth.
We had to decide on the level of how it would be mounted in the plinth. Originally it was going to be set down with a recess, but having got it there, like with everything, you can't always imagine it until you get things in place. So once we got it in place, we were able to position it and actually decided, rather than be dropped down, it would actually come level with the top and completely seamless. The biggest highlight was seeing that this is something very substantial, and when it was lifted into place, it made this amazing noise of a thump and a thud, so that had a really satisfying feeling. Although you can't see a lot of the body and the structure that's hidden, we know it's there, and we know that's what will make it last that 4,000 years.
Yeah, really pleased with it, and I think the highlight was filling it up with water and seeing the reflection of the trees and the clouds, and yeah, that was a highlight for me.
We are absolutely delighted with how everything has not only come together, but actually how it interacts and becomes part of the wider piece of artwork that Kerdroya actually is.
I think it really complements the whole site, and I think it does address the brief in a good way, and it doesn't detract from the main structure of the labyrinth.
We now can see how the artwork actually interacts. It ripples out to the wider Kerdroya hedges, and it all has that symbolism which just really seems right for the area. And it just makes the whole area feel like it's got this focal point now